Hi VC, back again. This video is my sort of favourite albums of 2014. I'm not going to do a sort of top 10 or whatever. I think I've got more than 10 actually. I'm going to do my favourite album of last year, but the rest of it's just sort of my favourite ones. I'm not going to put them in any particular order. So first off, I'm going to start off with the CDs, because unfortunately I can't afford to buy everything on vinyl. As we all know, and not everything's out on vinyl. So first up is this one, and this is the Picnic Sessions by Ian Segal, and this is actually only available on CD, and you can only get it through his website or his record company, New Gene Records. So yeah, great album. I went to see him live in November last year, and it's just really good. It's sort of low key, all acoustic instruments, just sort of sitting there and just playing. It's really good. If you don't know Ian Segal, check it out. Definitely worth it. Next up is this one, which is Lucinda Williams, Down Where the Spirit Meets the Bone. Again, this is a great album. If you don't know her, check it out. It's a double CD. I think if it's on vinyl, it's a triple album, and it's just great. I was really surprised. I sort of know her. I know her stuff. I've sort of listened to it online, but I don't actually own anything else by her, which I'm going to remedy soon. But yeah, this is absolutely superb, really good, really surprised. Definitely one of sort of surprise ones. Again, I got this about in November, so you know, haven't listened to it too much, but yeah, really good, definitely worth it. Next up is this one, which is New Model Army, and this is Between Wine and Blood. And in 2013 they released their album Between Dog and Wolf, which is, hang on a sec, this one. And then they were sort of in such a good sort of space and seemed to be sort of on and up, and everybody was saying how great this album was, that they decided to go back into the studio and record some more, but they didn't sort of have enough songs to do a complete album. So this is sort of a mini album. So this is 6 new songs, and it's a double album, so it's 6 new songs, and then it's a live album as a second disc. So yeah, if you like New Model Army and you like this album, definitely check them out. And if you like New Model Army, just check them out. Next one up is one that I've seen on a couple of sort of magazines and websites has been their album of the year. Again, it's an excellent album. This is the Temple Sun Structures, and this is actually the 2-disc edition, which came out recently or the end of last year. And this is actually, so it's got the original album on one disc, and then on the second disc is Sun Restructured, which is a remix of some of the songs by Sun Restructured by Beyond the Wizard Sleeves Reanimation, it's been called. But yeah, no, both, it's a really good remix. I don't normally sort of go into that sort of thing, but yeah, no, they've done a really good job. So yeah, if you don't know the Temples, it's a new band from England, so check them out, definitely worth it. And the other one that was on CD that unfortunately I can't find at the moment is Robert Plant with Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, which again, absolutely superb album. Yeah, well worth it. Really surprised at how good it was. It was absolutely excellent, really sort of loads of different influences and everything, so definitely worth checking it out. The next lot I'm going to show you are all on vinyl. So I sort of keep them down so you can't see them before I bring them up. So first off is this one, and this is White Fence, and this is for the Recently Found Innocent. This is absolutely excellent album. I was listening to it yesterday actually, and yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know much about White Fence. I sort of heard it on Six Music at work on the radio, and all that sounds good, and sort of checked it out online as you do, and went out and bought the album, and yeah, it's really good. This guy sort of is Tim Presley as his name, and basically it's all recorded by him, and then I think it's produced by Ty Segall, and he plays drums on it as well, somebody else. So yeah, definitely if you like sort of, if you think sort of Syd Barrett, Pink Floyd, sort of see Emily play that type of thing, with a bit of the weirdness chucked in as well. So yeah, definitely a really good album, definitely check them out. Next up, I'm going to go with this one, which is Luther Dickinson, Rock and Roll Blues. Again, if you don't know who he is, he's the sort of singer guitarist in North Mississippi All Stars. He played in the Black Crowes sort of in the 2000s, and yeah, it's a great album. Basically, it's just loads of different songs he's done. It's sort of ones he's written from all over his career that he's never sort of recorded before, and he's sort of put them all together on this album. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a really good, really good album. Sort of acoustic blues sort of thing. Right, next up I'm going to go with this one, which is Gavin Clark, and it's called Beautiful Skeletons. It's sort of more of a compilation album. If you open it up, and you've got the CD of it there, it's a double album, and also when you buy it you also get a DVD with it, which is this, which is The Living Room, which is a documentary about him and sort of how this album came to be. And basically, if you don't know Gavin Clark, he was in a band called Sunhouse first of all, then he went on to form another band called Clayhill, and he's also worked with other people like Uncle, and he's also worked with Shane Meadows, who basically has put this album together for him, and it's sort of demo versions and early versions of songs and sort of soundtrack stuff that hasn't come out before. So yeah, if you don't know it, check him out. You might even know sort of some of his songs from film work, not knowing that you know who he is, but he is really good. So yeah, definitely worth checking it out. It was expensive, this one, but it was definitely worth getting. Right, next up we're going to go with this one, and this is Rich Robinson, and this is The Ceaseless Sight. This is his latest solo album. Again, I was lucky enough to see him earlier last year, and it's just a great album. You know, I love the Black Crowes, basically been into them for years, and sort of followed both him and his brother and various offshoot members on their solo careers over the years. So yeah, lovely double album again. So yeah, check it out, Rich Robinson, The Ceaseless Sight. Next up, I'm going to go with this one. This is Mark Ford, and this is Holy Ghost. Again, this is another member of, or ex-member of the Black Crowes. He was in sort of what's been, people think of their best lineup was with him in it, in the sort of mid-90s. And yeah, he left and then rejoined for a bit and then left again. But this is his, I'm trying to think, fifth solo album. And yeah, it's really good, really sort of low key and everything, and it's really good. Again, I was lucky enough to see him twice last year. He played with the band one time, and then he came back again and did an acoustic gig later in the year, so that was really good. Definitely check it out if you don't know it. Mark Ford, Holy Ghost. Next up is this one. This is Chris Robinson, Brotherhood, and this is Phosphorescent Harvest, and this is a great album. As you can see, there's nothing actually on the sort of vinyl, there's no writing or anything, but great graphics on it, and it sort of goes through to the sort of inner sleeve. Look these ones out, much like that, and it's on nice. This is orange vinyl, and this is nice sort of purple vinyl. That's really, that is an absolutely superb album. I just really wish that they would come and tour in England. They've never, I don't think Chris Robinson's ever played he's never played a solo show in the UK for some unknown reason. So hopefully next year he will, and this was also a single that you get with it, so that's an extra 2 songs. that you get on there as well, so that's really nice. So yeah, Chris Robinson Brotherhood, check it out. And my favourite album, this is number one. Like I said, the others aren't in any particular order, but this is the one I've been listening to most all year. And again, somebody else I've got to see in concert, and this is what's playing in the background, and this is Sturgill Simpson, and this is Metamodern Sounds in Country Music. Again, absolutely superb album. Really enjoyed it when it came out, and after seeing him in concert again, it just took it up another level. So yeah, if you don't know him, check him out. If you're sort of a bit put off by the country music tag, just try it online, but it is really good. So that's my albums of 2014. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, the usual, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another update. Bye.